guess you saw from the title of this video that I will be talking about some polarizing figures who have made a name on the internet. But before I start this video, I just want to say, I don't condone the harassment, threats, doxing, or any illegal activity to any of the individuals I mention. So please, don't do it. This video is just my experiences with these certain individuals, and in no way am I looking for revenge or empathy from myself. So, with that out of the way, I guess we'll begin with Ross. Jonathan Ross, or Effin Ross, is a person I first heard about in 2016. But he was more involved with these communities that were anti-DSP or anti-SOK before I was. I heard about some of the sketchy stuff that really irked me, and I thought I could try to turn him around. The first time I talked to him happened around fall of 2017, where a bunch of people in the Discord community he was a part of were trying to knock some sense into him. I popped in to try and advise him to just log off Discord for the night, because I knew he was prone to outburst. After I said it, however, the other members in the call suddenly thought of me as unhelpful because I didn't want Ross to talk to them and get upset. So I left the call, and what a shock, he had an outburst, and everyone laughed, satisfied in achieving their goal. I'll touch up more on the Discord community further in. Anyways, a wild pass, I'd say spring of 2018, and YouTuber Mr. Medicare released his third video on Ross. And soon Ross was talking to other notorious YouTubers such as Andy Warski, Kumite, and King of Pole. Actually, King of Pole talked to Ross many times before. So Ross continued to dig his hole deeper, so I reached out to him again on PSN. I gave him advice such as logging off the internet for a while, finding a job, and getting into shape. He said he'd do these things, so I believed him. A while later, I'd say May, I checked back in. And not only did he not do the things I told him to, but he was threatening me to join in a PSN party room with him and a man who continually pushed his buttons. I asked why he was talking to someone who upset him so much, but he continued to threaten and name-call me. I didn't bother, and I went to bed that night. That was the last time I ever talked to him, and probably for the better. But hopefully, if Ross sees this, I advise him to still take heed of what I said to prevent outbursts in the future. Anyway, with that out of the way, we'll move on to Jett Rex. Logan Jett Rex Westfall was an on-again, off-again friend or enemy of Ross. He either helped Ross try to dox people or threaten him. Other times he would go behind Ross's back and try to paint him as the worst thing imaginable. I only talked to Logan a handful of times, but it wasn't until January of this year when he said he would commit suicide in a call. The other members in the call didn't think it was very serious and sounded uninterested while trying to help him. I, on the other hand, took it very seriously, to the point where I was actually crying, begging to help him. I took matters into my own hands since we both lived in the same state. I called the suicide hotline and law enforcement, and I managed to get the help he needs. At the time, the other people in the call thought it was a noble act, while Logan later messaged me telling me I made a grave mistake. The reason I took it very seriously was because I also experienced these types of emotions that he felt when it became very serious for me. Anyways, a while passed after the attempted suicide, and I sadly later found out that Logan, the same person who I saved from suicide, was arrested a couple months later for pedophilia. His bail was set to $3 million to $4 million at the time. I didn't know what to think or how to feel, so I talked to both my parents and my therapist about the situation. They both said even though Logan was arrested later, it was still a very honorable thing to do, and that not many people would extend help to someone. It felt good hearing that from them, but the Discord community I was a part of still treated me the same after that. Let's move on to that topic. The Discord community that I was a part of, the Discord community I believe to be my friends, loved to see and cause my negative reactions. And why? All because I didn't take their advice for certain things, or I didn't refriend them on Discord. How toxic can these people possibly be? All because I didn't want to do the things they wanted me to do, they felt the need to laugh at my misfortune. I can go on about how one particular person, I guess you could say the leader, the one calling all the shots, would try to troll me relentlessly to the point where he started calling me Ross himself. He decided to try and ruin my streams, he gave my phone number to others, something I entrusted him not to do, and he also decided to make disgusting photoshops of me and my family, especially my sister. This particular man wants to be a troll. He wants the attention, and soon the same things he does to me, everyone else in the community is doing to me. The same man is the one Ross hated and considered his worst enemy. the one who Ross wanted me to join a PSN room with. He makes the claim that, oh, he does this to everybody, which I respond with, my real friends never, and I mean never, treat me the way you and everyone else in the server treated me. There comes a breaking point where people can't just take it anymore. And I know there are some people in the server who didn't treat me like crap, and I'm not hating on those people. I'm only talking about a select few individuals who like to cause drama with anyone they see as exploitable. But I'm not going to give him the attention he craves. I'm not even going to put his name in the title, in the description, or even in the tags of this video. Because this man is a nobody. I've been through a lot throughout my life. And being a part of this Discord community just wasn't helping me mentally. It got to the point where I was starting to attack other people because of the way I was treated in the calls. So I want to finish this video by saying this. Everyone should know that they are something special. Some Discord communities can have some of the most toxic echo chambers on the internet. But if you think real life is like that, you're wrong. There are people who do care for you and want you to succeed. If you reach out for help, you are not weak. You are actually more mature than people who choose to put others down. These individuals I mentioned today might see this video and work to improve themselves later on in life. But only they have the power to do that. That's all I have to say. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you guys next time.